When the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 flagged off the mass vaccination exercise in November 2021, the idea was to cover at least 50% of the nation's eligible population by the end of January 2022. The strategic rollout plan includes reaching rural communities and hard-to-reach areas. An estimate 48% of Nigerians reside in rural communities, but what percentage of people are indeed vaccinated? We beam searchlights on 3 states. From our findings, the primary health care centers are apparently racing to meet deadlines set for the end of January 2022. In Nasarawa, although there are 158 teams across 13 local government areas in the state, just a quarter of the over 1 million population have been vaccinated.
Nasarawa State, we started 22nd and 26th of November 2026, and so far the number of vaccines that we've gotten from that time to now is about 180,000 doses. And as a state, we've exhausted over 150,000 doses. And by 50% of target population on Nasarawa State that are supposed to vaccinate between now and 31st of January is about 500,000 citizens of Nasarawa State.
Jigawa State, which has 80% of her population living in rural areas, is adopting an approach that has seen them ramp up their figures to more than 230,000 persons who have received the first jab and over 63,000 persons fully vaccinated. This week, the states joined the top 5 on the list of states moving towards vaccinating 50% of the eligible population.
Right now, we are moving at a rate of nearly 13 to 15,000 vaccinations per day. Like I said, in the national radar, we are probably the 3rd in the country in terms of coverage, next to Nasarawa State and Ogun State.
In the face of dismal ratings, public health experts illuminate some challenges that potentially inhibits the exercise in the northern region.
There's supposed to be mass vaccination exercise for all the populace. But when we have critical issues that we have beyond our control, as I just said, insecurity within the bad road networks before the vaccines are transported from the state capital to some of these rural settings. It takes a lot of time. Today, this primary health care system, even within those rural settings, functioning properly very well to keep these vaccines before they have been administered to the people. These are issues.
Yobe State, one of the lowest ranked states on the list of states moving towards vaccinating 50% of the eligible population, flagged off the state mass vaccination exercise this week. Yobe State has vaccinated only 64,000 out of 3.7 million population of the state. This is less than 1% of the eligible population, according to the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency.
The State Primary Healthcare Board, with support from partners, will expand its current vaccination sites from 55 to 183, which will be evenly spread across the state for easy access and bringing the vaccination to the doorsteps of the people.
These are not ambitious targets, but a means to achieving herd immunity, which, according to the Presidential Steering Committee, constitute about 70% of eligible population.
The vaccine uptake now is very, very low. It's very, very low. And it's not as a result of shortage of vaccines. It's vaccine hesitancy. 3-point-something million double vaccinated. That is not sufficient.
While the federal government pushes the mass vaccination campaign targeting all rural communities across the 6 geopolitical zones, as well as internally displaced persons, the December 2022 elimination target set by the Presidential Steering Committee remains paramount. Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.